Hey guys, it's Justine and I have my August wrap up! Yay! So we'll just get started because I have a few books here to talk to you about. The first one I read was Hungry by H.A. Swain. I got this off Book Outlet. Originally I thought that it was like an anorexic book, but it's, what does it say? It's a dystopian kind of like sci-fi because they're in the future, and to cure world hunger they just like inserted these chips kind of into like everyone's brains to make them think that they're not hungry, and they give them like pills and stuff to kind of like not make them hungry. But this one girl, our main character, starts getting like stomach growling, and then she finds other people that have that, and then it kind of like goes from there. So I really quite liked it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so if that's something you're into, check it out. And then this is one I won from Goodreads, but I've had sitting at my house forever, and I was like, I should probably read this book. Juliet's Nurse. This was actually from September of last year. It's by Lois Levine, or Lois Levine. And this one is just Juliet's story, but told from her wet nurse's point of view. And it was pretty good. It kind of gave you like different things that you wouldn't have expected just from reading Romeo and Juliet, so I liked it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars as well. And then I got this one in my August Lit Cube. It is An Officer and a Mermaid by Blair Eden. So this was kind of like an adulty book. It's quite short. It's like, back in the day, this girl's dad got a voodoo priestess to put a spell on her, so she turned into a mermaid so that she could be safe because there's people coming to kill their family. And that happened, and then she was going to be a mermaid until she fell in love, kind of a thing. So yeah, it was alright. There was a few like grammar and spelling errors, but otherwise it was an alright read. It was a quick read, and it was interesting enough. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And then I received this book in my August, actually maybe that was July Lit Cube, or August, I can't remember. The Night We Said Yes by Lauren Gabaldi. This was in my Owl Crate. Yeah, they must have been July, sorry. So this one is basically these two people meet and they fall in love and they do all this stuff on their first night meeting, and then the guy disappears forever and no one hears about him, and then all of a sudden he shows up like however many years later. It was alright. It was kind of like, I didn't think that it would actually like happen in real life kind of a thing, but it was an alright read, easy to like lose yourself in. And then this was from my July uppercase. It is Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. And this one, this girl has like social anxiety because something happened to her, which we never find out. So that's the only thing that kind of made me mad about this book, because you never actually find out what happened to Audrey. But it's a pretty good book. It's like coming of age, finding yourself, Finding Audrey. But yeah, it was good. 4 out of 5 stars I think I gave it. And then this book was also in the July Lit Cube. It was How to Be a Mermaid by Erin Hayes. I actually met Erin Hayes at Utopia, like maybe 2014, I think. I can't remember because it's been, my brain is mush. But this one was pretty cute. It was about this girl who just wants to be a mermaid, and she joined one of those like groups that goes to aquariums and they are like mermaids, but then actually she finds out that, or she finds a mermaid, and then she's like turning into a mermaid because she gets a spell cast on her or something. It's pretty cute. I liked it. Plus, I like this cover a lot. Then I picked up Ferris by Marissa Meyer. This is Queen Lavanna's story. I like this one too. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I like getting like the evil villain's point of view. Excuse me, because then you kind of get their side and why they're the way they are, and I like that. And I can't wait to read Winter. So yeah, check this one out. And then I read 10 by Gretchen McNeil because I kind of wanted like a scary one, and this is where like these friends go to this island for this party and then people get murdered, and it was alright. I was kind of scared because I read it like at night at like 2 in the morning. And it was kind of one like you didn't really, I thought I knew what was happening, but then when you find out, I was like, what? Wasn't expecting that. And then I read an ebook that I'll put here. It was called Southern Fried Wiccan. I don't remember, sorry, who it was by. S.P. Sipple. And I got it off NetGalley, so it was an advanced reader copy. And it's about this girl who like is an army brat, and they finally move to this one town, and they think that they can start settling down. And she is interested in like Wiccan, so it kind of goes about that, and she finds some other Wiccan people, and yeah, so it's alright. I give it 3.5 out of 3 out of 5 stars. Chew by John Layman and Rob Guillory, and this is volume 1, Taster's Choice. I really like this one. It's about this guy who, I can't remember what the word, a cybopathic, and he can like taste things and see where they came from and who's touched them and things like that. And he could only eat beets. Beets is the only thing that didn't like tell him everything about whatever. So he joins the FBI and they find out about him, and then they're making him taste dead bodies to see who murdered them. And it's super good, and there's like a villain in it that you'll never expect. And I really like it, and I'll definitely be getting more of Chew. And I read another ebook, which I'll post here. It's called Those Girls by Lauren Saft. It's basically about girls who bully each other, and like you think you're friends, but you're like frenemies. There's like a party and then something happens, but I can't really remember because I didn't really care because it was, I only gave it 3.5 stars as well. And back with like the Goodreads wins, I thought I should read another one that I won a long time ago, and it is Blood Wine by John Moss, a Quinn and Morgan mystery. This is like book 4 or 5 or something, but I think it's one of those series where you don't really have to read the other books. So I just read this one, and I quite liked it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's like this detective wakes up one day, and her dead lover is in bed beside her, and she has no idea what happened. So it's pretty good. It's quite a thick one. This is a Canadian author, and yeah, I'd probably read more if I had the opportunity. And then I read Alex and Ada Volume 2, and I loved it. Not as much as the first one, but I still liked it, because now Ada's like coming into her own, and it's really cool. And I thought I had Volume 3 from NetGalley, but then they like got rid of it before I got it, so I'm kind of sad. So I'll just get it when it comes out. But this is like a super awesome cyborg story, so if you like cyborgs, read it, or androids. And then I read another ebook, which I'll put here. It was called Sometimes Never, Sometimes Always by Alyssa Janine Houle. It's basically another coming of age story. I only gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, because this girl has to write this like poem about who she is, and she like doesn't do it, and then like does like a half-ass job, and then keeps getting all these like extensions and kind of stuff. Like he's like, you can do better than that, blah blah. So I don't know. And it was kind of like, I don't know, I feel like this is the one that was like kind of religious-y, so I didn't really like it. And then I read another ebook called A Night to Forget by Jessica Wood. I'll put it here. This one I gave 4 out of 5 stars. It was this girl and her friend, like she breaks up with her boyfriend, then they take off to Cancun, and then she meets this guy who's like the best guy ever, and they have a one-night stand because she's been holding out, she's a virgin, and yada yada yada. And then she comes back to this like what's it called? I can't even remember, where you like go to a job, not like apprentice, but you know what I'm talking about. And her boss is the guy she slept with, and yeah, and then they come to that, and it's kind of a sexy book. It's like new adult. I liked it. I was gonna buy the second book, but the ebook was like $11 or something redonkulous, and I was like, heck no. So I'm just leaving it at book 1. And I picked up Her Dark Curiosity by Megan Shepherd. This is book 2 in, I don't remember what the series is called. I don't know, but this one is like a retelling of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the first book was like messed up, and this book is messed up, and I like them. So yeah, and I think, is there a third book? I need to get book 3. I feel like there's a third book. And then this is my August uppercase book. It is Rebel Mechanics by Shayna Swenson. I love this book. I want the next one. It's like steampunky and Victorian, and there's like rebels and rebellion, and it's awesome. So check it out if you're into that kind of stuff, and like airships and shit like that. I read, this one was from my Landfall Freight, my July box that I got in August because I missed out on the August box, but it is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. This book is so freaking weird. Like, the story is crazy. There's like a shark with boobs, which was like hilarious, and legs, and it's like about this girl who can shapeshift, and these guys are like villains, but they're not villains, and it's just like there's like so much happening. And at first I was kind of like, this is too crazy for me, I don't really like it, but near the end I really started to like it, and I do like Noelle Stevenson's artwork, but I did notice, like, I've read Lumberjanes, and she does the artwork for Lumberjanes as well, and this one isn't quite as, like, clean cut as Lumberjanes. It's more, like, childish almost, but not in a bad way, just you would notice a difference. But this girl definitely looks like the one chick from Lumberjanes. I just can't remember which one, but, or what her name is, but you definitely notice similarities. And then this was my Owlcrate August book, and it is Trouble Is a Friend of Mine by Stephanie Trombley. This is another book that was, like, kind of weird. Like, I still gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I liked it, but it was, like, really weird, because it's, like, a lot of the shit. I was like, this would never happen in real life. Like, there's no way that this would happen ever in real life. Like, no way. But it was a fun read still. Like, I was on for the ride, you know? Like, I did like it. It just isn't very believable. And then the last book that I read in August was Dance of the Red Death. This is book 2 of Mask of the Red Death. This is, again, like Victorian, Gothic romance, which is what I was into. And it's like about the plague and how these people survive and how people didn't survive and what they're doing to change the world. And I think there's only 2. It's by Bethany Griffin. But I hope there's a 3rd one, because I swear there was a 3rd one, but maybe I'm just making things up in my head. But I really like her writing style, and these covers were gorgeous, and I love them. And that's everything that I read in August. So I don't remember how many books that was, so I'll put a little counter thing that I can tell you. Like, I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, at least 15, probably like 18. So yeah, let me know if you guys have read any of these books, if you liked them, if you hated them, if you have any recommendations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.